I remember playing a lot of my cricket with Matthew Haddin, and he said, you'll do some extraordinary things playing for Australia. He said, but you'll be remembered on how you perform in Ashes campaigns.
Well, the next part is brought to you by Menulog. Australians love a bounce back. It's brought to you by Menulog, who is currently on the greatest comeback of all time. It's every kid's Australian dream to play in the Ashes, but you lost the first two. What was it like for you?
Hated it.
There you go.
I hated every minute of it.
Yeah.
Yes, I loved the theatre, their campaign, but we couldn't get our hands on that urn. And I remember when we finally got it back in 2014, it was as good as feeling as I've ever had in cricket.
Wow.
And going back to what Haydos says, you spend so much time and effort into the theatre of that campaign. And I didn't want to end my career of not having an Ashes. I did not want to be that player.
Wow. Could you imagine?
No, I can't. I can't imagine. I don't even want to think about it.
But you do win the Ashes, and walk us through that feeling.
That was a pinnacle.
Yeah.
It was, and it was a unique series as well. The series was about Jono. Mate, I've never seen, and he had a few demons coming back from Ashes 2008-9. The Barmy Army went up after him, and it was brutal. Yeah. You're in that quicksand sometimes in Ashes. It's hard to get out.
Yeah.
But, mate, he came back, and he was there to hurt people.
Yeah, wow.
He was there to intimidate. And I remember Kevin Peterson, and he was one of the modern-day greats. He said blokes are in the change room not wanting to come out. And that's what we tried to create with him. We tried to make it as uncomfortable as we possibly could for the opposition. We had a group of guys that had played a lot of cricket together, whether Johnson, Clark, Siddle, Ryan Harris, Chris Rogers, and then we had your young guns, Warner and Smith and that coming through. But the unique thing about that series is the same 11 played every test match.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, and to win 5-0 at home, mate, the energy around the country, everywhere you went.
Against England, it doesn't get better.
Doesn't get any better. and I remember it looked like we're going to win the 5-0 day 4 at Sydney. And Ryan Harris got on a heater, and he knocked England over, and we won day 3 of the McGrath Day. And I tell you what, the next week was as good as it ever be.
Brought to you by Menulog, who is currently on the greatest comeback of all time with a better browsing experience, enhanced courier features like tracking and courier chat, and very recently automatic refunds for missing items.